Hi guys, so today we're going to make a card, wrapping up some of the new items I received from Spellbinders to review for the July launches. So I have a few things we're going to go over. So these were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So recently we had lots of fun using the open house. So today I am going to use the open house door base, but I'm going to use the stairway here. To put a little stairway in and then use a little banister and everything. So cute. I look forward to it. So there's lots of different things. I already did an unboxing of sorts, but you know, you have it for you. You can die cut in Merry Christmas or birthday, we have a happy birthday, thank you. However you want to mix and match those words. There are a few new items coming out that will go back to the door that you can also pop into these stairways, like mix and match. It's just going to be adorable, but those will be available tomorrow, as you can see on there, coming soon. I guess it depends on when you're watching this video, but I'll have all the links for the open house things. I did recently use the topiary on the Always Welcome, which was the October 2020 large die of the month, which is this one, and I already had my card set up, so all I did was just add the topiaries, and it just makes it pop so much. I did have another card that I had reviewed or done with open house door base, but I already sent it off to someone, so I don't have it here to show you, but I'm sure the recipient will love it. So yeah, so that's out, but today we're going to use the base door again. And then I have some foil sentiments from the Be Merry set that I'm going to be using today, and the string lights, also foil, from the 'Tis the Season set. So I'll have the links for everything in the description box for you guys. So what I'm going to do is grab some papers. I think this is going to make for a taller card, so our card base is probably going to be taller. I don't think I'm going to make a full-on slimline, but like if I was to lay this here and then the top, I don't know that I'm going to use these parts, but if you want to, you can fill up a whole slimline with this, because there's lots to, you know, you have the topper, you have the beautiful window, or you can put just the window, just the top portion, however you want to do it. We'll see what I end up doing, but for now I want to measure from like the door to like just roughly where these stairs end, and that's just over 5.5. Of course you're probably going to bring it up a little closer. It's about 5.5 inches tall. So I think I'm going to do an A4 size card. That's 4x6. Mini slimline would be good too, a 3.5 by 6 or so. It depends on what you like. But this is about 3.5 inches at the very base, so you would fill up the whole base, which is fine. So I'm going to do 4x6. So we're going to do what's considered A4 size, even though A4 is a little bit different than that. But we're going to do 4x6. So let me grab some papers, and we'll get started. Okay guys, so I have some base pieces cut here. Let me move this over. We'll use that in a minute. Okay, so the card is going to be 4x6. So I have a 6x8 piece of paper here that I'm going to score at 4 inches. Hopefully, yep. So a really nice sturdy 4x6 card base. And then this will be for the insert. I'm going to put one of the sentiments on the inside. And so I think I cut this at 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So it's just a little bit smaller, 1/4 inch all around than the card base, but that's going to go on the inside. And for the outside here, just a little something in there. I cut this piece at just smaller, 1/8 of an inch all around than the card base. So the card base is black. If you want a little more showing, then you know you can cut the topper a little smaller. But I went 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. So it's just 1/8 of an inch all around smaller. This cardstock is very, very smooth cardstock. That's the best cardstock to use for foiling. Having said that, I'm going to foil on this too. This one has a little bit of a tooth to it, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to leave those to the side for now. We'll do the foiling and then we'll do our die cutting. So let me turn on, I have a foil press. I am going to use the Spellbinders Glimmer items, which of course are the plates, like the sentiments and this guy. So this, and I'm going to use this. Family and friends are the true gifts of Christmas. I think that's really sweet. So we have an open door, you know, we have our door, and then that sentiment. I think it'll be really nice. That's going to go on the inside of this one. I did bring out some of my Glimmer foils. I know people are going to ask me where I got this case. It's from Daiso. If you're lucky enough to have a Daiso Japan nearby, that's great. I think they even have them on their website, though. Okay, let's see. I have 2 of this set, as you can see. I think I'm going to use, oopsie, we can use this gold one for the sentiment. I'm not exactly sure what color gold that is. And then we'll use this red kind of starry kind of paper, or not paper, foil, for the string of lights. I'll be right back. Okay, so just to get this going, I'm gonna turn it on. Ooh, on the side there, make sure that's pushed in. I'll turn it on. I have noticed it does the best with medium heat with the Spellbinders Glimmer plates and foil, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm using Spellbinders foil and the plates. And it usually does best with like 30 seconds, so I'm gonna just go to 30. And again, you can test this out. It might be, because these are 2 new papers I'm using today with this stuff, I might have to adjust it, but we're gonna try what I normally do to begin with, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just gonna wait for this thing to heat up. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get my foil ready, so I will use, again, this really smooth cardstock. And I'll have my family and friends sentiment in there. I'm going to trim this down a little bit. And you know, it's better to use a piece that's about the same size instead of getting over foiling and other things. So I'm going to cut the piece to be about this size here. Oops. Gotta get to a good part of my scissors. I use these scissors to cut like foam and other sticky stuff, so sometimes there's some residue on there. And so there's a couple ways to do this. You can do the foiling where, okay, I'm going to put my foil down and my die, and basically that's going to get pushed in there. And so when we go to heat and emboss it, we do this kind of thing. Or you can, you know what I'm saying, you would tape it down, or you would lay this stuff on here, get it ready, then put this on. So however you want to do it. I think for this one I am going to do what they call the hinge method, which is basically what I just showed you. You just lay it down, then, you know, where do you want this? And if you want to line it up, make sure you're nice and straight. That's the point of this kind of method, that you know where you're putting it. And again, I forget where my donut is, again, from Daiso Japan. That's where I put my best ever craft tape. And that looks pretty straight to me. I think I'm going to hinge it from the bottom though, because it's nice and straight there. So we just did that, and then what I'm going to do is move this back. Put our foil. Sorry, so when we place the foil, you want the gold looking at you, because what happens is this is going to push into the gold and the gold will stay there. If you're putting your die here first, what you're going to do is put the die down, then put the foil with the bad side facing you, because once you put your paper down, it's going to push it into your paper. So it's just a little backwards, basically opposite. Sorry guys, I was dropping things. So yeah, so it's just basically opposite what you're doing here. And you know, I'm going to make sure it's still pretty straight. So that's good. If you want to tape it down some more, you can. Maybe I'll put one more little piece of tape, just help me out with that. So I'm waiting for that to beep. And then the other one, let me cut down some of the red foil for my string of lights. Okay, I cut down the red foil again. It's not quite ready, but there it is. So like I was saying, if you're putting this on here, you're going to let it heat up, and you're going to place this way so that the not nice side is facing you, and then you put your paper. But since I'm starting off this way, I got to make sure that the color is facing me so that this pushes into it. And you know, I'm just going to get my little paper here. And I might include a scrap piece of paper because I kind of want this to kind of go off the side up here somewhere. So when I go to foil this, I don't want the foil ending up on my surface here. I know a lot of this is going to be covered up with our door and things, but I just think it's cute to just add a little something in the background. Okay, it'll be like there, and let me put that. It's taking a minute to heat up today. Oh, see? What you gotta do is say something about it and then it'll go beep. Okay. I probably could trim that down just a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna place this on here, face down. You can put your plates. I was using the metal plate. I think it's too much, so I'm just gonna use this one and press start. And once the 30 seconds is counted down, I'll get it into the machine, but I'll come back once the countdown's done. Sorry, it just beeped at me, so I'm going to take this and run it through, and hopefully that's enough pressure. And like I said, if not, I'm just learning because I haven't used this kind of paper with this before. Okay, I was going to say, it doesn't feel like much pressure, but once it got to the foil plate, then it like... I'm going to go ahead and push this back in just so it'll start heating up for the next one. Ooh. Okay. Oh, pretty good. It did miss this one little section. I wonder if I can pop this right back down. But see that little area right there? But okay, not bad. Alright, I'm going to wait for this to heat up again, and then I'm going to run this through. And like I said, I'm going to put a scrap piece of paper because I don't want this foiling, this over foiling to get onto my surface. So I'll run this through again, just wait for it to beep, tell me it's ready. Place the top 30 seconds, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay guys, I don't know where I was in talking about this because I noticed like it didn't foil well on this paper at all, and I was going to go do it again, and I realized I was putting it like this. We need to put it like this on the second one. I don't remember what I did with the first one, but that one worked really well. So we need the metal plate to be touching the heat, and I think that's what happened on that other one. On top of that, the paper isn't smooth, so I'm just going to use this white paper and get that background going. And then, you know, 30 seconds or whatever it is, I'm going to start, and I'll pop that in, and I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It's because, you know what I said, sometimes you have to start with the die down or flip it up on top if you're going to do the hinge mechanism kind of way, and I just place this facing down, which is not the smartest because it needs the heat to really be on there. But either way. Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah. So again, I didn't want to try it again because I figured it was the paper, but then I just realized, oh, it's not the paper, it's that I placed it in here like this, and the die was up here. So it got some heat, but not enough heat, right? So anyway, okay. So I really love that, and okay, let's get to die cutting. Okay guys, so I have, again, the background we just made, the base card, we have our insert, it's all ready to go. So for the door itself, I'm going to do a few things here. So from the base door, I'm going to take the black paper. I'm going to cut this out. Black paper. I am also going to do the windows, but I'm going to do them a little bit differently than I did last time. So this time I'm going to cut the backgrounds out, just this background part, out of yellow paper. And then I have the little scraps from the scrap that I cut down the first time for that background paper that didn't quite work out for me. So I'm going to just take these guys, pop them on here, so it'll have a little bit of detail. Not too much, because clearly it's kind of thin, right, what's around here. But I'll put these on here, tape it down, and I'll try to keep them a bit about level so they look about the same. You know, like this piece of wood here, or just down here, but I kind of like that variation of color right there. So we'll tape those down, run them through. So now we're going to have a background plus like a little decorative topper on that. And then for the stairs, I'm going to cut this out of this gray piece, and I will do the Merry Christmas. So I'm going to take Merry and Christmas. Again, we always tape these things down and make sure your words are not upside down. So there's Christmas, and I have Merry, and that's, I already saw that was correct. I'll tape that down, I'll run it through. And so that the red shows up behind it when the word's cut out, the Merry Christmas part, I'm going to also run this through just out of red paper. And that's going to stack behind, or layer in behind there. We're going to take this piece here. It has like 3 little areas. I'm going to cut that out of black, so it'll be a black accent on the very top here. I'm also going to cut out of black the banister or railing, however you want to look at it, out of black. And then I'm going to cut red, and then out of this accent that goes on the top of the banister there, going to cut that in red. And I think that's what we need for our door for right now. And then if we have any accent pieces like the little letter space or like doorknob, all those things, we'll talk about that in a minute. But for now, I'm going to cut these base pieces. Okay, so let's get this piece out. Actually, I'll just take it from the back. Look at that. Okay, I think I have all the pieces. Yep. So we're going to stick these two down together. Here. I'm trying to think if I had any other questions. I know a lot of people had asked other questions that I've answered in other videos, but maybe the size of the door. I don't think I measured it. It's 4 inches by like 1 7/8. So while I'm holding this down, I'm going to get these pieces out. They stayed in there, and so I just kept them there. That way, whoop. This is really thick cardstock. It just popped up. That way I wouldn't misplace any of my pieces. So we'll start off here, and just every little piece is going to add that much more dimension and look awesome. Like that. And then this piece. And this guy, the tallest one or the longest one. Oopsie. Let me get this out of here carefully. Okay, so I'm just going to glue down the pieces as they need to go here and here. And I'm also going to glue the windows to their bases. And then we'll do the railing. I'll be right back. Okay, so that, we have our windows. Actually, we can just pop the windows down now. Unless you want to put some dimension, then go ahead and add the dimension. I don't know why I said unless. You can still stick it down now with dimensionals, that's fine. And then we'll get our little mail slot and doorknob on there. And the way I'm eyeballing this is, I don't know if you can see, there's like little arches in here. I'm just kind of putting them right under there. So most of our door, we have this. We're going to take these guys. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I'm telling you guys, look at this. Just every little bit adds so much. Okay. I'm going to put this here and here and pop these guys on. Okay, I'll do the same for the other one, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so we have our pieces here. I already glued the inside in. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down too. And then we'll build up our door. If you want it to be like dimensional, I'll just talk about that in just a minute here. I'm just going to glue mine straight down. But if you wanted, you know, your door to be popped up off the paper and then the stairs, I would just put them down that way. But I would probably adhere these to the stairs first. That way it's all like one piece, you know, wherever it is that you want to put them on the stairs. And then stick that down dimensionally. And actually I'm going to start with the stairs because I need to know where to orient the door. So I'm going to put my stairs like right here. Telling you, and then, you know, if you picked up this door base or if you have the large die or if you have both of them now, there's going to be lots of fun things that we're going to be able to add on coming up. Keep an eye out starting tomorrow. And this guy's going to be like right here. Okay. Actually, maybe I could, I was say maybe I can pop this up a little bit on dimensionals. But either way. Okay, I'm going to hold this down just so it stays nice and flat. Just putting the glue on the back here. Putting it right at the base, you know, where the stairs start. I'm going to hold that down and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I cut some little accent pieces from the original base door. It has all these different little sprigs and I thought it might make it look like mistletoe or something. So let's put this here for the doorway. Put my little bow together. Just pop that center over that. Sorry, and I cut some gold ones too because I think I might put them on the railings. That'd be cute. We'll see. So I put 2 of those. And that's just gold paper I cut those from. Right there. You know, I just noticed the center of the bow looks like a little heart, like in the little knot, but maybe Maybe it's just me. I need more of this gooey stuff here. Another turn. There we go. Okay, so I'll let those set up for now. And then I also cut just out of gray paper. It looks really nice in silver too, or, you know, maybe gold since I had the other gold accent there, but I'm just popping these out. And we'll put our little door piece there. Like I said, some people have a definite idea of where the doorknob should go. I'm putting it on this side. But wherever you like. Just straightening that out a little bit. Okay. And then these guys, you know, wherever it is that you want to put them. So you probably want them to go all the way down here. You want them like in here. You know, if you're doing the double door, like the extra with the sides, you might want to put it in a different placement. Wherever it is that you like to put them. So I'm going to put mine probably like here. They can go to the very side if you want them to. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I'm going to put them here. I'm going to put a little glue. And so I'm putting mine just touching the door. You see that? But again, place them wherever it is that you like. I'll do the same with this one, put some glue and I'll place it over here. Okay, so let's bring over our little green sprigs. And I think I'm going to put them like in here. Something like that. Let's see. I think I'm just going to put the glue here too. Of course, I'm just eyeballing this. With that one. And maybe one more little guy in the center here. And I'm just adding finishing touches, of course, as little or as much as you would like to do is awesome. So cute. And then my little bows, I think maybe you can put them on the railing, you can put them like on here. Kind of like to see the little knob, so I'm wondering if I should put it like down here. Let me see what that looks like. Yeah, either way, I'll put it here. So cute. Again, I mean, there's just so many ways to play with this and dress it up or however you like. Alright guys. Sorry, so this is today's idea. I hope you guys like it. Again, definitely when you go to foil, make sure that the foil plate is touching the heat source, not paper first and then the plates. And have fun. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have the links in the description box and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.